Right, so Miss G has joined me for entertainment. Hello, Miss G.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm well. I know you were supporting Presec back then in the National Science and Maths quiz, but well, Presec didn't make it to the final. So which team did you eventually?
Well, I thought that St. Thomas Aquinas should have won, and I feel extremely sad for them because they just lost by 2 points, and I feel like, whoa. But I was happy, sorry, at this school, that I decided to even win because of Redouane Ibrahim Asante.
Oh, okay.
He wore his school uniform to work, and I felt he should walk home.
So I'd want to believe that you've mourned for Presec already. You finished
Oh,
mourning.
but they didn't even qualify to the finals.
Yeah, so you mourned for them some weeks back. I mean, some days ago. Right, what's coming up in entertainment?
In entertainment today, Becky walked down the aisle.
Oh,
yes, she did. She did. Becky was a beautiful bride. Okay, so if you missed out on what happened at the Accra International Conference Center today,
well, yeah. Before you get on with it, every year what tends to happen?
It's not mystery.
No.
Okay.
Every year what tends to happen is we pick one lady, one fine lady in the office, and we present her as the bride.
Yes.
So you may see her in wedding in a
But
wedding
she's not married.
but she's not married.
I remember what happened in 2015. I was a bride and Victor was my groom, and we released the pictures on social media.
And
we had a
people
lot
thought,
of messages.
oh, yeah.
But they forget to look at the finger. Sometimes there's no ring on the finger.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's Becky walking down the aisle at the Accra International Conference Center. He works sales. So if you want to have a wedding that looks splendid like what you saw, you need to be at the Accra International
And you were telling me
Conference
that
Center.
the gown that she's wearing is
7,000 Ghana cedis, Ruby's bridal. She has a stand there.
Okay.
And so if you want to get a gown that looks like this or just this particular
it's elegant,
one.
though. It's
Yes,
a
it
really
is.
elegant one.
You know, it's a once in a lifetime occasion, so you need to give it your best shot. Earlier in the day, I had the guys arguing that there's no need to have a wedding, and once you're done the traditional marriage, it's okay. And I'm like, hey guys, we want to wear the gown, so we need to go shopping.
All right, so you can go to the Joy FM Beauty and Bridal Fair. It's ongoing at the Accra International Conference Center. It opened today, and it's opening. It's going to run through the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Exactly.
You better be there. And then the marriage seminar also comes up
On Saturday.
Yeah. All right.
So for people like him, you need to go.
And everybody else.
Anyway, so let's move on from this happy news to a sad one. And today, earlier in the day, news broke that Bra Kofi, as we all know him in the Euphoria serial, had passed on. And his real name is Daniel Kofi Edri. Some people say Daniel Kofi Edu. depending on where you know him and how you relate with the man, you get to have a different surname for him. But he passed on. I had the opportunity to speak to a few of his colleagues, and the one who was willing to speak to the media was the man, Kwame Jokoto. So let's hear Kwame Jokoto speak on his former colleague.
We just said this morning that we've lost.
Was he ill?
Yes, he has been battling with the cancer for some time.
The information out there is that he was battling with something that has to do with his kidney.
I am not a doctor, so I can't determine. I'm not a family member as well. So with the fact that he was sick.
But as a colleague, how did you receive the news?
It was a blow because, surprisingly, I spoke to the director this morning and he was shocked because we're even supposed to move to location over the weekend and we don't know what to do now. He's a reserve type, he doesn't like talking.
Your very fond memory.
There was a nice telepathy between me and Kofi in terms of what we are supposed to do. And then because he speaks and acts in Frontier as well, there was a telepathy and I was enjoying that aspect of it because when I shoot a jaguar, he has heard it all. He can, just find a nice way of responding to it.
What man? Ya menshira opa. Ya lady no haba. E dey no be pie heavy I see.
Right, so it turns out that, I knew him. He runs a studio.
Okay.
And I do commercial voiceovers there. So I've worked with him a number of times. And so when I heard I saw it on social media, I called up somebody who also worked closely with him.
Okay.
And I asked, and I was told that he was battling with some kidney ailment, but apparently he was doing very fine.
Wow.
It was only, in fact, last night he worked in the studio. And it was only this morning that this gentleman tells me that he got the information that he had passed.
That's serious.
Yeah,
and I hear they were
sad.
expecting to have him on set as well this weekend for Ifura. Unfortunately.
Too bad.
Yes.
Too bad.
May his soul rest in peace. And also, Xylophone Media has decided to sign on 2 extra artists. So we have Joyce Blessing and Ubibini. So it turns out that what they want to do is to sign out artists from all genres. So they have a rapper who is Ubibini, who they are signing on now. They had Becca, who is for soul music. They had Stone Boy, who is reggae dancehall, and then they have Kumi Guitar, who is a highlight musician. Then now Joyce Blessing and Ubibini. So they're signing.
And what's the strategy? I'm curious.
The strategy is to have these artists, sell the Xylophone brand and flourish as well. That's basically what they keep telling us. They claim they're interested in the growth of the industry, and so that's how come. Oh, that's why they're signing these.
So we can imagine that they're going to be giving out some, good sums to these artists.
Yes. So, for instance, what we hear is that, okay, there's more in this report. Let's just hear the details. At Xylophone Media, Samoba revealed the 2 artists had agreed to a 4-year contract.
Each of the artists here and their managers are smart. They are wise enough. They know what really they've signed. If it is not a good thing, I'm not sure they'll be willing to sign. So the rest are said. Some are non-disclosure. They are not to be disclosed. That is why I am not putting them out. But then it is a comfortable deal. As much as the artist is with us, we expect them to be very comfortable in their cars and in their houses. So
Joyce Blessing, who many had tagged as ungrateful after she left her former management, Media Excel, opened up on situations that led to her exit.
Media Excel, what you say? Answer.
Media Excel abandoned my works.
Any record label be a share, case, so many did join a bar.
My husband Dave Joy and I approached Xylophone Media, and their terms were favorable.
What you say? The media is breaking here.
rapper Obibini had few words for the media.
I stand for rap and I'm for Xylophone from now, so I'd like to do something small for my people, you know, if Lincoln is ready. Yeah. So people need me. What's up? Yeah. Is you ready? What's up, I'm saying? See it. The man down for far, only the yard. My joy, my lady went for Yami. And the ministry of the children leggings, imagine. My president is in the other brethren, they had it. Already gets me.
All right, so that's rapper Obibini enjoys blessing being signed on to Xylophone Media. But guess who's got the keys to the Queens?
Queen.
So this is the Queen of Queens, Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj has a new key to a sprawling estate. Take a look at that. The Anaconda singer tweeting a picture of her key to the city of her hometown of Queens, saying this is a major key alert. Just got the key to the city. Proud Queens girl. Thank you, Melinda Katz, Queensboro president. Minaj was recognized for her outstanding achievements in music. She was actually born in Trinidad and Tobago, but moved to Queens when she was just 5.
All right.
Where is the actual door to Queens?
Well,
And where's the actual door to Queens?
I do not know.
Everybody's picking up keys.
Yes, you need to pick a key one of these days.
Yes,
it's got the key, like you said, Cincinnati. Yeah. Even the people in Cincinnati don't say Cincinnati. That'll be for entertainment.
All right, thank you very much, Ms. G, with entertainment. Up next, we bring you sports.